we'll have to do it. That will do it. That was a bit of jamming. Jamming for fun times. What a day. What a day. Oh, you don't even know about the day. I'll tell you about the day in a bit. This is part of it. See, where is it? I got like water up here. Water. I just got soaked. I'll tell you about how I got soaked in a minute. How's everybody doing? Thanks for coming in. It's later. It's 9 p.m. Usually it's 7:30 p.m. Usually the streams are at 7:30 p.m. But I had a school concert after work today. In case you didn't know, I work teaching guitar in a school, and basically we'll have this one concert annually, which is a band day concert that I kind of put together-ish. Got a load of the kids in bands, and it was great. They all did so well, so that was fun. I just happened to land on a Thursday night, the live stream night, so there we go. That's why it's later, but we're here. You're here, I'm here, we're here. We're probably less than usual, but we're here. We're having a good time. I'm having a good time. So we'll say hello, everybody, and then something I was thinking about doing for a laugh. By the way, before we say hello, everybody, hello. We're hammering on about the best guitar eras, which makes no sense at all. But when you do a different topic almost every week for a couple of years, you run out of ideas. So that's a bit of what's happened there. So we'll be talking about that. I've got some great comments and votes in the poll, but I also want to talk about, I just invented a new game, like 20 minutes ago, and we're gonna try and play it tonight on the stream, and it's called Guitalphabets. So we'll get to Guitalphabets later. If I go off topic and ramble for too long, someone just say Guitalphabets in the chat, and then we'll get back to it. All right? Okay. Oh, I need to change this to live chat, and then we'll say hello. Hello, Scott Bogfoot, first in the house. And yes, some people noticed that it wasn't the right time today. Anywho, Chris Otterwell's in. How you doing, Scott Bogfoot? Chris Otterwell. Steve Casa de Guitar's here. Hello. Good to see you, mate. Richard Sheehan's in. Hello, mate. Thanks for coming. Vincent Brennan is in. Hello, mate. Anton is in. Hauser68. Thanks for... This is so appreciated that people still came in despite it not being the usual time. Thank you. Hauser68 is here. Peter Collins is in the house. Hello to you, mate. BPC is in the house. Budget Pedal Chap. Hello, mate. Blue Fingers is in. Good music is good. Alan's Gear Safari. Good to see you, mate. Thanks for coming in. Malachi's in. Mad Hatter 77. Good to see you, mate. Thanks for coming in. Play a minor second note. That's all I do, mate. Oh no, minor second. Actually, I coulda, because that was Phrygian. Well, F sharp minor. I was calling it C sharp Phrygian. So yeah, minor second would have worked. Did I not do it? I'll maybe try that in a minute. I should have did that. Sorry, mate. Damn. Thank you, Chris Otterwell. Cyborg Guitars in the house. How you doing, mate? Good to see you. Where are we at? Where are we at? That's it. We're done. We're up to date. You remember being in those concerts as a kid? They were a blast. Encourage you to keep going. Ah, that's great to hear, mate, that you're on a guitar live stream right now. I'm assuming you left school more than a year ago. So it's good that it's kept you going. Nice one. Digger63, if you done these in the house, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Gringo Green is in and saying, please ramble. It's a given. I will ramble. That's the kind of thing I do. Chris Ramsbottom's in. How you doing, mate? Good to see you. Right, okay. I'll tell you some stories. I'll tell you about my day, right? I had a bit of a mental day. So usually I teach in school Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I was in on Wednesday, and I knew that today, that the first pupil of the day, I usually do an 8:30 lesson, 8:30 in the morning. I knew that pupil wasn't coming in, wasn't able to make that time. They're coming tomorrow. Anyway, so I thought I had half an hour longer in my bed. That's what I thought. So I got up thinking I can go to school a little bit later. And what happened was, I woke up and went to do the things you do in the morning, and I realised there was no water. No water coming out the taps. Couldn't flush the toilet. Just zero water. So I panicked. I'm like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? So I went to the shop just up the road from me. That's like about 6 doors up. And I asked them, is your water on? No, our water's not on. It's like, right, it must be a bigger deal then. So I went and bought some water, big 2-litre bottles of water, so I can get my morning going. This all held me back. It turns out that the water was, there was a burst main somewhere and they were going to fix it. So there you go. So that was the start of my day. It was a bit stressful. I ended up late for work because I had to do things differently than you do, like brushing teeth with a bottle of water and stuff. Anyway, all that jazz. So I got to school, and then today was hectic as well because it was loads of lessons as usual, and then the school concert which happened, and then I got home late. So when I got home just before starting the stream, I went to turn the tap on, and because it's like just been put on again, it started like spluttering and spraying everywhere, and I got sprayed head to toe from the tap. So there you go. That's been my day. That's the end of that story. So how's your day been? How's your day been? Tell us all about your day. Anyhow, I'm drinking out of 2 cups tonight because I'm mixing things up a bit, because why not? Right. Yet another flipping name. Yet another flipping name. Yet another flipping username. This time slot is a good excuse to watch in bed. There we go. Glad to help you out there, mate. I always wonder, I know that this, the later time is better for people outside of the UK. It's like, yeah, more accessible, I think. So let me know in the chat, is this good, bad? It's not like I'm going to stick to this. I like my slot that I have. I actually don't even know, I never even checked to see if I've stepped on anyone's toes. If anyone else is live streaming right now, I probably should have checked that. Sorry if I've streamed at the same time as you. Ross McMaster, hello from Monty Feith. Hello to you, mate. Thanks for coming in, mate. Mad Hatter, if you have to walk away, then I'll just leave the live stream going, but I'm still here. All right, nice one, mate. Thanks for keeping us posted. How's my week been so far, mate? Well, there you go. There's how today's been. Today was a bit of a hectic one, but it's only once a year we'll have that. Get green, especially once you have a morning constitutional on the porcelain throne. Luckily, we didn't get that far, mate. So that was good. Victory House, good work, dude. Getting young'uns to play music together. Well, I mean, I get paid for it. That's my job. But yeah, it's good. Enjoy it. Funny story, actually. I was just talking to the head of the music department about this before I left. The school I work in, it's a private school, and it's quite traditional in its values. Or at least when the old, the previous, what do you call it, head of the music department wasn't as sort of forward thinking, maybe, as what I'm told. I never met them. But since I got there, when I got the job 10 years ago, I've been there now, it was pretty much all my students were classical bar one. It was like 95% classical students, and I'm not a classical kind of person. I kind of blagged classical a bit. Yeah, to kind of get my foot in the door. Don't tell anybody. But that kind of happened. And then slowly but surely we managed to get more electric things going on. And now it's like, it's probably about 70% of my pupils are either electric or bass or doing like contemporary acoustic, non-classical. But I still enjoy doing the classical stuff as well. I enjoy doing everything. And in the 10 years, my classical playings came on a fair bit as well, I would say. So there you go. But yeah, I enjoyed doing the concerts. And it was a great one tonight. They all played so well, like really, really great. We've got some absolutely amazing talents in that school. So yeah, I'm very pleased to be there. It's great that that's the day job. I had another day job before, working for the NHS. That was not such a great day job. Anyway, sorry, Cyborg Guitars is in. I know you're still there, mate, but you're in a better department now, so you're all good. We used to work together. Anyway, Gringo Green, got to share this. Last few weeks you added some resistors to coil splits. You did a 2.2k bridge and a 1.0 neck on your Schecter S1 Elite. What like, mate? You happy with the results? Tell us all about it. BCG 5150 guitars. Let's build a guitar number 2. Sorry, Steve, you already built it already. What? You already built which one? That was the crazy one. The Ibanez green weird thing. You built that? Surely not, mate. Speaking of which, that'll be next week's stream. Let's design a guitar 4 already. That'll be the 4th one. And I have paid for the Big Mac user thing although I've not heard back from the guy who runs it yet, so hopefully that's in place for Thursday. He does it manually, so hopefully we'll get that in place, because it's fun. I really enjoy that, looking forward to that. Victor House, 10 years, nice Steve. Have I considered a vid doing the live jamming software, stream or record no latency like Zoom for musicians, got to be views in it? I don't know what you mean, mate, what is that? So, considered a vid doing live jamming software. So who would they jam with? How would they do that? Stream or record. What's it called? What's the software called? I'll look into it. Okay. Gringo Green, you put 3.3k resistor middle pickup, Geiker Alnico V Hot Rail 9k on your Ibanez Roadstar 2. It gave you a different feel of the Chinese Alnico 5 pickups in the neck and bridge spots. Interesting. You know what, I've never messed around with resistors too much, or even looked much into what effect they actually have. I probably should. I assume it's something to do with tone. Obviously tone, but I mean like the tone control. Like your highs and lows. Is that what it's affecting? Interesting. Nice that you're able to get a payday for music. Yes, mate, I agree. I am very lucky to be in that position. In fact, I've been there 10 years, but actually it took me 10 years to get that job as well. Not that I'd been trying to get that job for 10 years, but those positions come up very, very rarely. Like a gig in a school. And there's only really one private school in my city, so I got really lucky there. Really lucky. Anton, your mum pushed you and your brothers down the classical route at school. You rebelled at 14. Kids should be allowed to learn the music they love. Yeah, 14 is the age. It was for me anyway, and I've noticed it for years over students. A lot of my pupils, like, because I've been teaching, not just at the school for 10 years, but I've been teaching for, like I was saying, it took me 10 years to get that job. I've been teaching for maybe 10, 12 years before that. I've been teaching at least 20 years, which is pretty mental. Anyway, is that right? Yeah, it probably is. That is. Anyway. The results on the Schecter is that the bridge sounds very much like a real Fender single coil, not just a wimpy signal. Neck is nice if you roll the volume down on that pickup. Interesting. Sounds fun. Stephen Barr, thank you for bringing it on topic, Stephen Barr. The best era was when everyone was drinking, smoking and taking drugs. There you go. Is that not all of them? But yeah, it was probably, I don't know actually what era was worse for that. Could it have maybe been the 90s? Can the 90s have been worse for that? I'm thinking of like your, in the UK anyway, like Happy Mondays and all that sort of Manchester scene. That was pretty crazy, wasn't it? But then, I mean, can you really beat like the activities of bands like Aerosmith and Guns N' Roses and whatnot? Yeah, who knows? Anywho, but yeah, thanks for bringing it on topic, mate. Gringo Green, a resistor basically holds back some of the signal from a split, so the signal is fuller than a clean split, so you get tone closer to true signal. Okay, okay, interesting. Good music is good. 14 was when I switched from trumpet to electric guitar. There you go. 14 is the magic number. 13, 14. BCG 51 guitars, you'll get a kick out of it when you see it. Are you telling the truth? Have you really built that guitar? I do want to see it. You'll need to email me a picture of it or something. I'm going to be astounded. PRS uses them and they're a good idea. Well, there you go. PRS are pretty good when it comes to switching and whatnot. Victor House, Steve, do a Google search for online jamming app or band practice online. They're about half dozen. Okay, there's a few of them. Already, I prefer the name Jam Kazam because it's a good name. It sounds fun to say. And it looks good. Jamulus, Jam Kazam. Apologies, by the way, if you hear any noises. I'm sucking on a lozenge. I've had a bit of a throat today as well. You could do a gig online with everyone in their own studio at home. Interesting. Interesting. All the best music was made by junkies. There you go. You could be onto something there. You can't remember the 90s. Well, there you go. There's a sign. The best era, this is Gringo Green, was playing guitar, got you interested. Wait a minute. Got you interested in got you interested women when you were young. Lucky you, mate. You must have done it right. There's a reason Guns N' Roses don't release any more good music. There you go. Well, they're all clean, aren't they? That's it. Well, at least I think they are. That's what usually happens. BCG 5150 really did make that guitar. I can't believe it. Right, okay. I want to see it. I need to see it. Gringo Green, you switched from trumpet to electric guitar at 16 years old. Nice to have a fellow trumpet player. There you go. Look, we've got a brass section in the house. Victory Music. It isn't a treble bleed. It's a cap between two Oh, right, okay. We're getting technical. You're going to lose me. Good music is good. All your favourites are from the 60s, 70s, the age of experimentation, unlocking all the potential of the electric guitar. Yeah, a lot of it. I mean, there's still some groundbreaking players out there. There's a question for the chat. Who was the last groundbreaking guitarist you seen? I can think of one that I've seen this month, and I can think of one that I've seen this year. Like, groundbreaking, I think. For me, anything you can think of, let me know. How about Jamistan? That does sound good as well, yeah. Sounds like it's in Asia, yeah. Or, yeah, maybe somewhere Borat might be from. It's where Borat rehearses. Indie OG, the best era was when you actually making a few dollars playing on weekends. You paid the bar bill at least, yeah. Yeah, mate, that's it. The funny thing is that if you still play live, the pay actually hasn't went up that much since then, annoyingly. Although slowly but surely, but I mean, it's still not, it's less than minimum wage, definitely. Way less when you factor in how long you're actually at the house. And when the job doesn't start when you get to the venue, the job starts, for me anyway, when I'm packing all my gear at home and I'm maybe rehearsing, going over some tracks first. Like, what was that solo in that song again? Maybe go over it if I have time. Yeah, a lot of things take into account. Then you get home late, packing up the gear, erecting the gear, disassembling the gear, all that stuff. Yeah, minimum wage. But is it fun? Sometimes. Not all the time. It's not always fun for me. But right now I feel like I need to keep doing it. Because I'm in a good band. I'm in a pretty good band. I'm happy with the band that I'm in. And I think live is something that's going to be more and more important going forward. So I'm sticking with it. And yeah, anyway. Last groundbreaking guitarist for you is Chris Buck, Cardinal Black. Nice one, mate. Groundbreaking Madison Cunningham. I know the name, but I can't think who it is. Today, brother. Oh, sorry. Oh, there we go. Danny Soul's in the house. How you doing, mate? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Oh, Search for Tones in the house. You played the saxophone in high school, or attempted to play it, is more like it. There you go. Nice one. Wait a minute. Anton, 80s music. Can we take a moment to consider how awesome the Def Leppard Hysteria album is? Over Process took 3 years to produce, but what an album. I actually did not know that it took over 3 years to produce. That's very interesting. The 80s is an interesting time. A very interesting time. Kind of like at the dawn of where multi-track recording was like more accessible for people. I think a lot of the best stuff come out at that time. It's this kind of weird in-between point of analog and digital, I think. You know, like how now it's super digital. Everything's processed. Almost everything that makes on an album is digitally processed. I mean, there's probably, I'm getting into the weeds here. Yeah, you know what I mean? Synthetically processed. I mean, vocals, auto-tune vocals, guitar processing, bass DIs, bass is always DIs. Drums, not always real drums these days. Sometimes it's easier and cheaper to program drums. I mean, 2026, it's not even that anymore, is it? It's just like, drums please, click. Yeah. Anywho, right, cool, check out Waylon McPherson's vid on, oh sorry, you're talking to, okay, you're talking to Gringo Green. Right, groundbreaking that you actually like, not for a long time, probably the Alalas, probably 15 years ago, and they have a throwback sound. I can't think of them. If they've got a throwback sound, how are they groundbreaking? You know what I mean? Good music is good. Yes, that's it, mate, for me. That's the one that I discovered, that I found this month. This moment, the most groundbreaking for me is Kin de Poitrine from the Quebecious band Engine de Poitrine. Yeah, everybody's talking about them, and I think for good reason. I'm a massive fan. Instant fan. Yeah. And yeah, the guitar playing I think is like super duper unique. I mean, other people have played microtonal guitar before, but it's just the way he's doing everything. Like the way he's sort of navigating the pedals. Yeah, love it. The guitar bass, come on. It's one of the most original and unique things we've seen in a long, long time. So yeah, that's the same one for me, mate. If you've not checked them out, by the way, I'm sure you've seen their thumbnails all over YouTube. It's the guys that have got the big sort of long paper mache nose, and they're all polka dots. Like one of them's white with black polka dots, the other one's black with white polka dots, and he's got like a longer nose, and they wear shower curtains. But yeah, mental. They're definitely worth a look. It's very refreshing. It's like a sort of new, almost like a new punk coming around, you know. I don't think they're making any kind of statement on music, but it is, to me, I see it as a statement on music in this dawn of AI stuff. It's everywhere. It was on the start of this stream, an AI backing track. I'm not proud of it, but anyway, it's fun to play. I do enjoy playing over them. But, and also, sorry, just a quick side note here. I think with this particular sound that I enjoy playing over these days and have done the past few years, the synthwave stuff, I think that AI synthwave makes more sense to me. It's not, because there's no vocals in it or anything, it's just instrumental, and it's like digital sounding anyway, you know what I mean? I don't know, that's a weird kind of grey area in my thinking on that. But anyhow, there's where we're at. We've all got some super chats in the house. It's going down. Thank you very much, you generous human beings. Netherlands Guitar, 100 SEKs. Thank you so much, mate. You absolute gentleman. Hugely appreciated. Hello. Oh, sorry, I need to heart that. There we go. X. Hello, 80s were interesting. A lot of crap and greatness. 90s were great for guitar music. Today we have all new and older music. Wolfgang Van Halen doing Mammoth and many more. Fun, yes. I'd never checked out the Mammoth stuff until I seen Wolfgang doing the Beato interview, and they started playing some of the stuff from the album, and I was like, wow, that is actually really, really great. Not enough for me to get into it, but I never, to go delve deeper, but that's more to do with me these days, and that I just don't really listen to music anymore, which is like embarrassing, and I need to fix that. I do need to fix that. I need to do something about that. Yeah. Anywho. Where we go? I need to go back in the chat a bit. Apologies. Michael Hennessy, how you doing, mate? Sorry if I missed you coming in. There we go, Gringo Green. If you guys want to play with different resistors and such, get a guitar like a Gibson that has a veritone, which basically cycles through the several stages of capacitors and resistors. Is that what they do? I didn't even know that. I knew that it had like, I don't know, 10 settings or something, but I didn't know that's what it did. Hysteria was epic. The drummer only had one arm. Yeah, that's true. That took a bit, it took a bit of time. Nice. So yeah, Def Leppard I never super got into either. Although they're great, and the stuff I've heard since is cool, but I never deep dive on them. I think it was just a wee bit, generationally, I think I might have been a wee bit too late for them. Possibly. For me. Richard Sheehan, you remember reading about the Hysteria production in Kerrang back in the day? It was a right old soap opera. Wow. Jings. Stephen Barr, will guitar music ever be the same when most of the media promote artists that can play an instrument and don't write their own songs? Right, let me unpack that for a minute there. Right, what we've got there. Will it ever be the same when most of the media promote artists that can't play an instrument and don't write... Ah, right, I see what you're saying. Yeah, okay. Got you. Will guitar music ever be the same? Is that the same thing, guitar music and these type of artists? Is that maybe a different crowd? Because that's interesting as well, is it? Like the way we consume music is wildly different from what it used to be. So the good stuff's out there, you can find it. And the other thing is, it doesn't really matter who the media promote anymore, because it's like self-promotion now, isn't it? You could start following on Instagram or YouTube or whatever without a record deal. I mean, people say record deals are dead. You know what I mean? They're not important anymore. But yeah, good points though, mate. Yes, indeed. You've seen Waylon McPherson's videos, and there's a bit of the issue of YouTube compression, and just doing a thing doesn't always reach your ear in a pleasant way. Interesting. Interesting. Whoops. Hozzer, you thought you sang out of tune. Turns out you're just using microtonal tuning. There you go. See, you've been ahead of your time. Oh, I mean, microtonal stuff's always been there, isn't it? I mean, we see it in a lot of the sort of Middle Eastern kind of singing stuff. Yeah, it's always been a thing. It's just not so big in Western music. Not country and Western, but actually also not country and Western. Anyway, another super chat from Danny Soul. Thank you so much, mate. You absolute legend. Thank you, mate. Much appreciated. Thank you. Gringo Green, you've been figuring out a way to blend stoner rock, doom metal and shoegaze into a heavier sound that you want to play. You just found a way to play Buena by Morphine on your Telly in C sharp. Mate, sounds like a fun little discovery, a little journey to go on. Have fun, mate. See if you can come up with something cool. Morphine was a 2-string slide bass, baritone, saxophone and drums, so guitars are not really part of this. Okay. Apart, but your Telly though, is that the same thing? Your C sharp Telly? I need to tune a guitar to C sharp. A Telly, actually, I've been thinking about that this week. Excuse me. Cyborg guitars. You remember how awesome when Crystal Planet came out in '98? What an album. You're right, mate. Was that '98? I did not know the year, but I'll tell you what. Sorry, this is basically only Cyborg guitars that'll... I mean, you'll all be able to relate to the situation, but specifically the time and place. But yeah, mate, I went down to Virgin Megastores in the Wellgate Centre like the day before it was coming out to go down and get it on the day of release. I was a proper Satriani fan. In fact, that might have been... I think that might have been the first album to come out by Joe Satriani where I'd caught up. Because Joe Satriani had been going since the 80s, I probably got into him in the 90s, and I was doing all the Not of This Earth, Suffering with the Alien, Flying the Blue Dream, Extremist, wow, they're all coming to me. Time Machine, and the Joe Satriani album, the self-titled bluesy album, that's a great album as well. And then yeah, this was me caught up, and it's like, right, he's got a new album coming out, Crystal Planet. I got the bus down, Virgin Megastore, was waiting outside for it to open. For some reason, I must have had it in my head there was going to be like queues of people waiting to get the new Joe Satriani album. Oh man. Anyway, so I got it, and I brought my, not a Sony Discman, but a personal CD player. And I had it on the bus, on the way home, reading through the sleeve notes and everything. And it was just amazing. You're right, mate, that was a phenomenal album. One of his best. One of his best. Sorry, got right into that there. That was great times. 98, wow. How old would I be in 98? Like 60 or something. I lost track of the chat there. There we go. Gringo Green. I've been grooving on generic stoner rock lately. So I feel you. Synthwave is alright. Yeah, I like it. I quite enjoy it. I think it was it McRocklin that got me into that? Maybe. I maybe found it around about the same time, then I heard him doing his guitar thing on it and thought, yes, please. I like some of that. Lots of that. I think with the synthwave, it reminds me of, it's nostalgic for all the sort of 80s cartoons that I used to watch growing up. What was the one? What was the one that was there was a cartoon that was like this, something in the Wheeled Warriors, was it? Something like that. And then Thundercats and all that kind of jazz. Transformers, yeah. Anywho, Indio G, is today the best era for effects with modelling and such? Most of us can only afford 1 amp and a few pedals. The sky's the limit today. I would say 100%, mate. I don't think there could have been a better time for effects. The stuff you can get in your home now for cheap is mental, especially in terms of reverbs. All these sort of, what they're called. What's the ones I would use? I use a particle verb that I absolutely love. Shimmer verbs. I mean, that was the kind of thing, even just not that long ago, like 10 years ago, was like Strymon only. Now you can get them on cheap modelling stuff. Does it sound as good? To the untrained ear, like mine, no. But I dig it. I quite like it. the sounds I can get. I like the sounds I can get off this wee Fender modelling Mustang amp. I think it sounds great. Anyway, but yes, Indie OG, great point. Stephen Barr, you rarely come across any good new music and you end up on 80s radio stations or Planet Rock. The only band you can mention are Fontaines DC. Yeah, I know what you mean, mate. I mean, not that I'm listening to much radio. I mean, radio's a car thing, isn't it? Does anybody listen to the radio out with their car? And I don't drive, so that's why I miss out on that. But when I have been in people's cars or in the van, it's usually something like 80s radio stations. Was it Magic or something like that that's on? And yeah, it's quite enjoyable. Gringo Green, you love Morphine and came close to buying a very specific Gretsch bass that was going to get converted into a 2-string slide baritone. That sounds like a bit of a bonkers machine, mate. Definitely make some unique music on that. The YouTube era is, sorry, yet another flipping username. The YouTube era is incredible for guitar. You think so many awesome players out there to reach an audience. Yeah, oh, totally, man. I mean, speaking of Chris Buck earlier, I mean, maybe I've got him wrong because I've not deep dived on him loads, but he's a YouTube guitarist, like, originally, is that right? And then, or was he always something before? I remember seeing clips of him, like, did he have, like, dreadlocks playing with Slash back in the day? Is that a thing? Did I make that up? But yeah, loads of YouTube guitar players who are just, like, incredible. Matthias Asato, is he one of them? Who else? John Cordy, is he an internet guitarist? I don't know. It's not. It's funny, eh? It's a funny thing, but yeah, they're incredible. Like, to me, John Cordy is like world class. He's like one of the greatest. Another guy who's underappreciated, I think, and yeah. So, does anybody ever watch or use the elevated jam tracks, backing tracks? Tom, that puts the tracks together, always does a demo solo on them at the end, and every time they're just the tastiest solos ever. He says that he can't shred, right? But he so can shred, but it's tasty shred. It's such a great play. He's one of my favourite guitar players on planet YouTube. Him and John Cordy, they're so good. Yeah, but great videos as well. Like, if you do improv stuff, jamming along the tracks, and then you get to hear his solo, and it gives you ideas as well. I've nicked loads of licks from him, loads. I can't play them all as good as him, but yeah, good times. Is that another super chat from Danny Soul? Thank you so much. Is that two? Thank you very much, mate. You absolute legend. I hope that wasn't a mistake the second time, but thank you very much, mate. You absolute legend. What was that? What was this? Right, I need to catch up with the chat. Apologies. Celsob, greetings from Rio de Janeiro. Thanks for coming in, mate. I was going to say obrigado. I can't remember what that means. But if it's relevant, then that to you, mate. Thanks for coming in. That was on the Gretsch stuff. Les Paul Bess. Yeah. Search for Tone. Don't forget the like button. Thank you very much, mate. Thanks for that. Melody Apps is in. Thanks for coming, mate. Milehouse Studios retracting his message. Surely, did he say something too hot for TV? That's not like him at all. What are you saying there, mate? You're further down. Who's this boring div in a plain hoodie? Where's Steve? I know, mate. I know. I had a disaster. Actually, that's not even why. Why am I wearing this hoodie? I don't know. I'm sorry, mate. I'll fix it for next time, I promise. It's been a day. It's been a day, mate. I've been playing catch up all day. We're getting there. We're getting there. Thanks for coming in though, mate. Good to see you. Did anybody get to see my gift that I got from Milehouse Studios? I don't think you were here the last time that I showed it, mate. So I'm going to show it just while you're here. Check out what you got me. Absolute legend. Just out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. I was going to put it on the wall behind me, but a lot of the bits of it keep falling off, so it's living on the floor where it should belong. Check it out. Look at that. What an absolute legend. Thank you very much, mate. Welcome. I love it. Now you're supposed to say, you're welcome. Say that. Say it in the comments. Say you're welcome, mate. Thank you very much, Mr. Richard. You're absolute legend. Yeah, there it is. I've got the stuff on my seat. The wee brown hairs. The bristles. The bristles get everywhere, that's how I couldn't put it on the wall. But I wanted to put it on the wall. Anywho, where do we get to? Good music is good. Your jazz bass is set up right now. 2 strings tuned to a 5th. Good, but just doesn't feel the same. 2 strings tuned to a 5th. Okay, that's different. I couldn't imagine what that would feel, what that would do to my brain playing that. Gringo Green, you had your neighbour pick you up some Manic Street Preachers at Virgin Megastore back in '96 when you lived in Tampa. Generation Terrorists and Gold Against the Soul. Fantastic albums. Nice one, mate. Excellent. That's another, they were doing the rounds back when I was getting into music. Manic Street Preachers. What's the big one? Design for Life, is that the one? Yeah. Yes, Cyborg, I did that. Like an absolute weirdo. I was surprised to not see you in the queue, mate, at Virgin Megastores for your Satriani album. So, I thought everybody would have been there. Good music is good. You're psyched for the new Vailton GE180 Instant Wishlist. Never seen it, mate. Never seen it. I beat you to that one. What was that? What was that? What's happening? I wasn't allowed to wear my loud hoodie at the school concert. He fears the headmaster. That's right. I was all shirt and tie for the concert. That's how I have to do the school thing. You know, that's why this was my disguise. In case anybody doesn't know, that was the original idea behind the daft specs and hats and stuff, was to kind of be in disguise so that I didn't get easily recognised in YouTube thumbnails from students and stuff in the school. That was it. There you go. See what I'm saying? Right, oh, remember, we've still got to play the new game, Guitalphabets, coming soon. Don't forget about Guitalphabets. All right for time. We've not even looked at the poll. What's going on? Stephen Barr, you prefer to listen to the sound of your car when you're driving, so I know what part I'm going to have to replace next. Your DAB radio gets quite a bit of use in the house. Oh, there you go. See? People do listen to the radio still. Who knew? Who knew? Matteo Mancuso is pretty fresh and one hell of a player. Yes, indeed. He is awesome, mate. Ridiculous player. He's like being the guy to kind of level up everybody, isn't he? So the other guy I was thinking of that I heard in the last year that is like got game-changing technique is the guy, I can't remember his full name, but he gets called Spiro. Have you heard him? If you've not heard him, right, check out a video that he did for, just type in Neural DSP or Quad Cortex, one of the two, and Spiro, right? And he done a demo for them. It's only a couple minutes long. And it's kind of like genty, very progressive modern metal. But the way he does this picking is bonkers. It's almost like a sweep picking rhythm chugs. So hard to explain, but very, very, very cool indeed. So I thought that was quite interesting. Anywho, what's a div? And then, yes, correct, that's me. Obrigado means thank you. You got it right, yeah! There you go. See? I feel so cultured. Steve is exploring the Grey Man troupe just to subvert our expectations. You have, absolutely. That's went right over my head. I don't know what that was. Nedham, John Nathan Cordy and Elevated Jam tracks are great. You really like Mark Johnson. He does 42 an hour long demos of pedals. Some really nice ambient tracks. I've never heard of him, mate. Mark Johnson, thank you for that, man. Nathaniel Murphy, yeah, he's a very good player as well. Totally agree. Mancuso, most impressive new guitarist of the past 10 years. And yeah, he's so good. And he's so young as well. And I mean, the technique is just, yeah, crazy. That's it kind of goes against everything you're really told, really, isn't it? Like if you're learning like rock guitar, it'd be, no, don't use your fingers, use a pick. Nah, that's what he says. There you go. Gringo Green, Steve, just check out Morphine and Mark Sandman's, the bass player, previous band. Treat her right if you want a different take on guitar and bass. I will try my best to remember, mate. It has been a day, but thank you for the recommendations. Amazon also has the documentary about Morphine as well. Okay. I'm hearing this Morphine a lot, so it might stick. There's a good chance of it. Gringo Green, do I chicken pick? No, I have tried it though. I remember when I first discovered Greg Koch, maybe about 10 years ago. I gave it a go, And I was able to do a little bit, but I think I tried it again about a year ago and had forgot how to do it. So, because I never kept on top of it, but I probably should. Bernd, he's an Austrian amazing shredder. Yes, really creative. Even tried a couple of his courses, and you're a better player. That's what you like to hear. There's a, what's the word I'm looking for? Endorsement. Nice one, mate. Steve, you didn't email, you sent it to your Instagram instead. Okay, mate. Thank you very much. I will check it out. Grey man, you're physically there, but in muted colours so that nobody really pays attention to you. There you go. Yes, that's right, mate. That's what it is. Right, we've caught up on the chat, so we could quickly look at the poll results, and then we're going to play the brand new game from Mattel, Guitalphabets, or who's a board game company? I can't remember board game companies. Some Windings, can't remember. A little goes a long way with chicken picking. There you go. You're pretty good at the old lamb tandoori picking. Right, there we go. Nice one. Let's check out the poll results. So, what was the best era for guitar music? And as someone said in the comments, I think this says more about the people that vote here, the age of them, than actually what's the best. I mean, there's no such thing as a best, but you know what I mean. So here we go. 60s to 70s, 55%, which checks out with my viewing demographic. That makes sense. 80s to 90s, yes, that's where I live, I think. 2000 2010s, 6%, and 2010s to now, 2%. So there you have it. What does it mean? What does it all mean? I don't know. Wow! I never realised how many votes we've got. I knew we were up to 250-ish last night, but 387, that's more than we've had in a very long time. Maybe even the most ever. Interesting. People feel strongly. Got a lot of comments. Oh, wow. Oh, I've got a lot of comments to catch up on as well. I don't know if I'll be able to respond to all these. I responded to a load last night, as you can see. I'll see if I can pick one. Well, I'll do my usual. We'll pick out John Robson. And because he gets special treatment, of course. And here's one I've never seen before. Here we go. Shane Rose. Excuse me. Tough. We were doing the thing in the late 80s and early 90s in Portland, Oregon. So initially you would say those decades. But as time goes on, Guy finds out who influenced his influences, etc. So right now you'd lean more towards 60s and 70s because early Jeff Beck. Oh yeah, can't forget Giacomo Tura. Of course, that's it, mate. He's in the 2026, isn't he? I actually went on his Instagram the other day just to see if he's still about and doing stuff. Not really. Sounds like he's releasing AI music by the sounds of it to me. Anywho, Anton, who is also here live in the chat and the best moderator in town. You voted 80s, 90s, but you weren't keen on grunge. You've always had a healthy dislike for rap music. Silent C, hey, see what you've done there. But you love music from all eras. Yeah, me too, mate, me too. I love music from all eras as well. Definitely, there's no best. It's just a fun bit of something to talk about, isn't it? And discuss, get some opinions. Hot takes are always fun. Right, let's see if I can find Mr. Robson. There he is. Always a thoughtful response as well from Mr. Robson. The golden age of any art form is usually when it is being pioneered. Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath and Deep Purple had the massive advantage of not having growing up listened to rock bands. When you define a genre as these bands and their contemporaries did, there's a strong case to say that theirs was the best era. You can't argue with that logic. I mean, yeah, spot on. I never really thought of it like that either, that they hadn't listened to rock bands. They basically created rock, metal, whatever. Yeah, spot on, mate. Don't forget, Mr. John Robson's live streams every Friday, 5 p.m. UK, which will be different for where you are, but 5 p.m. UK, beer o'clock, always a great hangout. I'm there pretty much every Friday. I've missed very, very few, but yeah. Great hangout, great chill time. Check it out. We'll see you there. Right, okay, maybe a couple more and then we'll get back to the live chat because I very much want to play Guitalphabets. Matthew Wirrell, separate the shredder from grunge. It should be 70s and 80s category. Yeah, well, that's the problem. It's we're limited to 4 options in the poll. I wanted to do just per decade, but I couldn't make it work. So that was the best I can come up with. But we've got the conversation going. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Oh, we're at the bottom. Right, okay. Oh, it looks like I responded to almost everything. Right, okay. Great stuff. Well, thank you all again for taking part in the poll and voting, of course, and putting your thoughts in there. It's always fun to get talking to you guys about this kind of stuff. So, right, quick catch up with the chat here. Waddingtons, thank you, Red Goals. That's what I was thinking of. Hasbro, yes, that'll do as well. Get caught up here. Vincent Brennan, the My Twangy Guitar guy. Okay, I missed that. Milton Bros. Good music is good. Good music is good. You were born in 84, but you voted for 60s, 70s. Yeah, I was 82. And someone also mentioned about how they picked that category, and they mentioned Steely Dan. And I was like, oh, if Steely Dan's in a category, it's hard to argue with that. But although, I think Steely Dan are in almost every category there, because they had a long break, but I think they did release everything in every category there. And I like the later Steely Dan stuff just as much as the early stuff. Maybe even more. I really like their the later production on their albums. It's mind-blowing. And they got funkier and jazzier and more fusiony later. Anywho, where do we get to? Stephen Barr, can't remember the last time you played a board game, but you just sold 2 Pokemon cards for 1,300. Really? I never got into that. I should have. Never really got into Pokemon, but if I knew that there was that kind of money in it, I should have. Anywho. Gringo Green, 1960s garage rock, Motown, psychedelia, 70s UK punk and pub rock, 80s indie rock, 90s punk resurgence. See, I could be wrong, but I thought garage rock was like, I thought that was 90s. I'm probably wrong. Sorry. Stephen Barlow, some really good rap music. You can't be arsed with so-called best of all time Eminem though. That's fair enough. I actually appreciate Eminem's rappage. I do know he's legit, but I don't listen to loads of that either. Right, okay. Are we ready to play Guitalphabets? Look at this logo, by the way. Right, here's how it works. This, I think we can only play this game once. I think after it's been played once, it doesn't work. It's like hearing a joke for the second time. So what we're going to do is, this is going to do a couple of things. One of the things it's going to do is, it's going to help get the engagement going in the chat. Not that we need any more, the engagement is good, but it's definitely going to help with that, I think. We're going to go through each letter of the alphabet. Don't start yet, you've got to wait. And we're going to name a guitar brand for every letter of the alphabet, right? Now, there's going to be points like you get on Shooting Stars, and that the points are completely irrelevant and worth nothing. But you will get higher points for the more niche and unexpected brand you can come up with, right? So, for example, if it came to the letter F or G, and you said the 2 ones that most people would say first, that gets the least amount of points. So the more niche, the better, right? So I'm going to start, and I'll do each letter, right? I'll do one for each letter, well, I'll try to. And you can't do the same one as me, and you've got to do something different, right? So, starting with A, I'm going to go Alvarez. What have you got for A? How long is this going to take, actually? We've got 40 minutes left. But Guitalphabets has begun, right? I'm just going to write in the chat here. Guitalphabets. No, I can't spell. There you go. Right, excellent. There's 2 great ones. Antoria, Airline, Auden, Arrow. Oh, wow. Arrow's a new one. Aria, Aristides. Wow, there's loads for you. Woofed. Yeah, great shout, NDOG. If you miss it, down a pint or whatever. What? I can't believe how many are coming in that I never thought of. Right, so we've got... Budget pedal chap, Argos. Absolutely brilliant. Sorry. For those that are not in the know, if you're outside the UK, Argos is like a shopping catalogue shop. That, like in America, I think that would be like your Sears or something like that. Brilliant. Right, amazing. Right, so what gets the least amount of votes is, or points, sorry, would have to be Arbiter, because there's 2 of them, and Aria Pro, because there's 3 of them now, I think. Or 2. Yeah, there you go. Right, look, the points don't matter, it's just a bit of fun. Right, let's move on to B. For B, oh, I can't even think of a B. Oh, got one for you. Benson. Right. One of the cheapest of the cheap knockoff brands from probably about 20 years ago. So bad. Benson. Anyway, what have you got for B? What have you got for B? We'll need to get through these quicker. BC Rich Anton. That's a good one. Oh, we've got 2 B. See, that's when you know you've got a low scoring one, when there's so many coming in. Bigsby, you're right, Gringo Green. Bigsby did make guitars, didn't they? Yes, they did. Baum is good. Burns, Balaguer, Blade. Yeah. 5150, what did you spell wrong? What did you spell wrong? Oh, the Aria. Ah, it's all good, mate. Burnie, Brian May. Nice one, Chris Otterwell. Yes, yes, indeed. Couple of Burnies there as well. From GoPort, our resident lefty. Nice one. Right, we're just going to move on to the next one. Okay, C. Right, I'm going to do a really low score for C. Cort. There's my low score. Probably make more guitars in the world than anyone else. Baldwin, Burns, Bigsby. Yeah, they did make a few guitars. Yeah, apparently it's the, what is it? Did they not say that the Fender headstock is like wildly inspired from the Bigsby headstock? Nice one. Chapman, greetings, yes. Chipson, brilliant. Bond Electroglide, I don't know that one. Chevelle, don't even know that one. Collings, very good. Charvel, Casa de, nice one. Columbus, yes. Excellent, so we've got 2 Charvels, so that's got to be low scores there, sorry gents. 3 Charvels, oh no, that's terrible. No Charvel. You can't say ones you see on the wall. That doesn't count, I'm only joking. Cort, yes. Red Goals, I've got another, that was my one, the Cort as well. Nice one. Right, let's move on. Is this fun, by the way? Let me know if we're having fun. I'm having fun already. Who doesn't love a guitar? Who doesn't love a guitar alphabets game? Right, moving on. We're on to D. So there's the 2 obvious ones I can think of. I'll just have to pick one. I'll go Dan Electro. There you go. When someone says the other one, I'll tell you the one that I was thinking of. Oh, Jimmy Biter, sorry I missed you coming in, mate. Hello, thanks for coming, mate. Concord. BCG, yeah, that was the other D I was thinking of that I didn't say. Dean, nice one. Still got more chords. Dobro, is Dobro a brand or a type of guitar? I might be wrong there, but nice. Duesenberg, nice one. Dan Electro again. Some people ahead of me. So Dobro must have been one then, because there's 2. Okay. I always thought that Dobro was like a, you know, I thought you got resonators and Dobros, and there were 2 kind of slightly different species of guitar, but I'm obviously wrong. Blue Fingers, do amp brands count? No, it's guitar brands only. For this one, we might do an amp one another time, which will be harder. Maybe we can make the next one amps and pedals. But you're not allowed to know what the next one is, because I can't have you practicing. Duesenberg, yeah, we've got some Duesenbergs. D'Angelico, yes. Cole Clark, some people are behind. Need to get caught up in the chat here. Okay, let's go on to E. Oh, Daisy Rock, nice one, GoPort. Right, we're going on to E. Echo, EKO. You know that brand? There you go. Oh, I've never heard of that one, BPC. Druskowski, is that real? Oh, Vincent Brennan, Diamond. There's a Diamond on eBay that I'm badly wanting to grab. That's really good looking. Oh, you just got me thinking about it again. I wonder if it's still available. I'm going to have a look. No, I'm not going to have a look. But I might. Is it still available? I've got it on the watch list. It's beautiful. I'll try and show you it. But no, what if somebody buys it? That might help. Then I won't be able to buy it. Sorry, I'm ignoring the chat because I got distracted with a guitar on eBay because somebody said Diamond. Oh, it's maybe ended. Has it ended? Oh, I can't see it anyway. I don't know where it is. Maybe you stopped watching it. Maybe I changed my mind. Okay, Gringo Green. Babronis like Kleenex. Where are we at? We're at Echo, Epiphone, Eart, Epiphone, Eggle, Eart, Eastwood, Donner, ESP Eastman, Ender, Eco is Italian made Eastwood. We're getting a lot of the same ones here. Are you guys paying attention to each other? Right. Good music is good. Electric Guitar Company. Is that real? East Coast. Good shout. Good shout. Indeed. Right, okay. Loads of Enya, Egmond. Nice. Ernie Ball Music Man. Yeah. No, that is not cheating. That's a great one. Well done, Anton. Electric Encore. Of course. Right. What are we on now? F. Guitar brands that start with F. What could they be? Right. What am I going to do for F? I'll go Fazley. Go my pals Fazley. Why not? There you go. What have you got? What have you got for F? Right. Who's going to get the bingo card? Who's going to do it? Fernandez. Well done. Phoenix. Yes. But BCG. You're playing to lose, aren't you? You're playing to lose. Fender. Just in case anybody missed it. Remember, when you do the most known brand, the most obvious one, it gets the least amount of points. The more niche, the better. Is there not a game show like called Pointless or something that's like a bit like this, where you have to get the sort of most rare answer kind of thing, something like that? We're getting a load of good ones in here. Fret King, yes. Fairclough, they're new, aren't they? Fairclough, how do you say that? I'm not sure. Framus, I was actually about to say Framus, Anton, before I said whatever one I said. Fazley, yeah, I was going to say Framus. Electrical Guitar Company makes those clear guitars with aluminum necks. I've never heard of them. Nice one. Fibson, Phoenix, Faith, Fernandez, Phoenix. We're getting a lot of Phoenix. I might get a hold of my Phoenix actually. Not my Phoenix, my dad's Phoenix. That could be good to do for a video in future. It's great guitar. That was a lot of Phoenix. That was a lot of Phoenix. Right, okay. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. G. What could we do for G? Let me think. I almost said Governor. Is there a band called Governor? Oh, well done, BPC. You got it. You got Glary. I have not said one yet. I'm going to say Governor. I don't know if that is a brand, but I'm going to say it. Oh, nice one, BCG. Godin. Yes. Gretsch. Yes. Gordon Smith. Excellent. G&L. See, there's a load of... Geralt. Never heard of Geralt. Nice one. Gretsch. Greco. Brilliant, Richard Sheehan. Yes. Godin. Yes. Godin, you. Get a few Grecos in now. Guild. Yes, indeed. G&L. Yes. Okay, great. Godin. Gaiatone. Now, I almost said Gaiatone, but I thought that I stopped myself because I thought they were pedals. Did they also make guitars? Okay, I'm going to go to the next letter. A, B, C, D, F, G, H. The instant one that came to mind I'm going to avoid. Actually, now there's two. I need to pick one between these two. And I'm going to go with Hamer. I almost said the Viking one, but I didn't. We'll go with Hamer. Geralt Guitars is French. Nice one. BCG, that was the other one I was going to do. Harley Benton. Nice one. Hagstrom. Hofner. Heritage. Honor. Great stuff. Great stuff. Godin. Hondo. Honor. Hofner. Honor. This is fun. Hondo. Honor. Hofner. Hondo. Nice. I was right. This definitely is working well for the getting the chat going and the engagement. This is a good game. We're at H so far. Are we a fan of Guitar Alphabets? We'll maybe have to play this again another time. Anyway, right. Loads of H's. Heritage. Well, we enjoy that. Okay. I. But let me know, by the way, if I miss a letter in the alphabet. I'm good at that. I'm going to go Indio. Actually, I'm wondering if there's Indio and Indie, or if there's just Indio. I think Indio is the brand. We're going to go Indio for I. What have you got? What have you got for I? Pardon me. Ibanez. Nice one. Ibanez is like the Fender of eyes. Let's see, because the first three that came in. Indigo. I've never heard of that one, mate. Italia, great one, nice one. 2 Italias, yes. Indo, is that Indio or Indo? IYV, well done, Jimmy Biter, nice one, mate. IYV indeed, yes. Another IVY. Oh, fight. What one is it? I believe it's IYV, isn't it? Indie guitars were good, yeah. I was trying to debate whether it's indie or Indio, or is it both? Maybe both. That's funny actually. I think I've seen all of them in the UK in cash converters. Like, I think it's one of these brands that they get. I'm talking about Italia, Indio and Indie. There's like cash converter brands. You know, East Coast, I think they're a cash converter brand as well. Like, I think they get them in new, like the same way as Andertons and Guitar do, I think. Or is it Cash Generator? One of the two. That's like a, for anybody who doesn't know, in the UK, that's like a kind of a layaway, almost like a pawn shop type thing, deal. Iris, I've never heard of Iris, so that could be a winning one, mate. Right, let's go to the next one. J. So I'm not going to, there's 2 obvious ones I can think of. I'm going to try and do something different, or maybe I can't think of one. I'm going to have to do an opposite, an obvious one. Right, I'm going to have to do Jet. Sorry, I was going to do the other one, the pointier one, but I thought that was more obvious. I think Jet is more obvious coming from me. Jasmine by Takamine. Will we allow it? I think so. Jay Turser. Well done, BCG. That's brilliant. Jack and Danny. Nice one, Blue Fingers. Speaking of which, you might want to watch tomorrow's video. Jasmine. Jacksville. Oh man, they're all coming out now. James Tyler. Yeah, we'll go with that. Jet. Yes. JTV. Is that James Tyler Variax? Is that what that is, mate? I know you've got one of them, don't you? Yolana. I don't know that one. I would do Jet. I know. Actually, to be honest with you, I could only think of Jackson and Jet. That was the only 2 I could think of. So yeah, but now they're all coming in. I wish I thought of Jacksville and Jay Turser. Yeah, there was a Jay Turser I always fancied back in the day. It was oh, I just thought of another great one. A Jay Turser, it was a Paisley telly. Basically like the Harley Benton one that they do now, but looked great. That was probably about 20 years ago. The other J was JJ Huckey. JJ Huckey, however you say it. Right, that's J. Let's K. We're on K. K-line. Never tried one, but I know John Cordy loves them. That's the K. What have you got for K? Let's see the Ks. How far into the alphabet are we? Okay, we're almost halfway through. What have we got for K? Come on, people. Kiesel. K. Ah, Anton. That's got to be a winner. Kawaii. Yes. Kiesel. Kramer. Mad Hatter's off. You got to get going because it's dinner time for your family, so you hope you have. Thanks for coming in, mate. Hugely appreciated. Kataxton. I've never heard of that. Kalamazoo. Is that a brand? I know it's a place where they made guitars. Kent. I don't know Kent. There you go. That's a different one for me. Gibson. BPC. Bad boy. K-line, yeah, that's the one I went for. You'll keep the stream going? Oh, thank you very much, Malachi, mate. Much appreciated. Excuse me. Okay, there's not a lot of K's, is there? K might be one of the... Oh no, there is a lot of K's. Kiesel, K, Kawaii. Kramer, yeah. Why did I miss that? Yeah, excellent, okay. Let's move on to the next one. Kataxton. Oh, I've never seen Kataxton on Amazon. I'll need to check it out. Or will I? Maybe. Kent is a niche reference. I don't know Kent. I'll need to keep an eye out for them. I've not been keeping tabs on who's got the most points. Just do your own scores. Let me know at the end who won, right? If you're the winner, just say it was me. I won, right? Kalamazoo were a Gibson budget brand. Oh wait, Richard Sheehan, you went ahead. Who went on the L without me? Wait, I've not done an L yet. L. What's my L going to be? Oh, Lear, Lower. I can't remember, is it Lear or the Lower? The one I found in Barcelona. Right, moving on, what did you call it? Loudon, Luna, Larrivee, I've never known how to say that. Languedoc. That one, yeah. LSL and Levinson, Larrivee, Loudon, Great stuff. Still got some K's coming in. Lindo, Lado, Lava. Yeah, Lava me. Nice one. Line 6, I suppose so. Yeah, okay. Lower, that's the one I was thinking of, Grengo Green. Thank you. I wasn't sure if it was Lower or Lear. I remember I had trouble figuring out when I found them. Right, I need to get myself back ahead here, right? So we're going to go to M. Can we do almost an acoustic brand there? I'll go Manson. Right, there you go. Manson for M. There has to be a Chinese bloke making Lee guitars. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Nedum. You might have just did a wee spoiler for a video. Nedum, you have no idea what you've just said there. Right? There actually is. And I've got a video coming out about that soon. Okay, spoiler for you. It's an actual brand that I discovered when I was in China. It was the first time seeing an actual different brand. And you might have just absolutely smashed the name there. There you go. Cool. Laney for guitars. Really? Line 6 in Variax, yeah. Okay, Leo James, Languedoc, Maestro. Yes. Is Maestro, do they make guitars? I think they do, yes. I'm thinking of the Gibson Maestro. Mossright, well done. Mayton. Mayton was the one I was going to say, but I changed my mind. Maxon, I know for making pedals. Did they make guitars as well? Mark Bass. Yeah, okay, we can do that. Mason. Oh, Mason, I've seen them in Barcelona as well. I'm sure they did. They do like single cuts, yeah? Maestro by Gibson, that's what I was thinking. Does that count? Moore, yes. Moore guitars. Marshall, really? Marshall guitars? Probably. Oh, spoiler, fun you'll be wanting. There you go. Yeah. BCG, my custom guitar. Brilliant, love that. Music Man by Ernie Ball. Ah, come on, Anton. You cheeky. Moore, yes. Maestro was a budget Gibson line. Okay, we'll have it. Mayonnaise. I've always wanted to call that mayonnaise. Mayonnaise. It's terrible, isn't it? No one said Martin yet. Well, they did now. You did. Memphis, I don't know. Okay, N. Going on to N, and I'm going to say new brand. Nuno Guitars. Come on, I've got to mention my man Nuno. Nuno Guitars. What else have you got for N? I can think of that other one that's 4 letters that's very popular in the upper price ranges. Why have less when you could go for more? Well done, BPC. Are you working for them by any chance? Anton, Marlin Sidewinder. Yes, I did have one of them briefly. Way after the fact. That's the one, Nedum. That's the exact one I was thinking of. Novo. Nash, nice. Yes. National, yeah. Nord. Nord do guitars as well. I did not know about that. New Balance. What? Gringo, really? Nick Huber, nice one. Nacho, yes. There's more ends than I thought. Any more? No more? Okay. Right. So moving on to O. No caster, well done. I'm going to do an acoustic, but it's not the acoustic that you think. I'm not going to say O. I'm going to say Oscar Schmidt. There you go. Oscar Schmidt for O. What have you got for O? Who's going to say it? Who's going to say it? Let's see. If you say it, I'll give you one of these. Oh, hey! Anton's in the house. Well done. Blue Fingers. That's got to be a winning one. OLP. Brilliant. Nice one, mate. Orangewood. Yes. Chris Otterwell. Otter. His own brand. That makes loads of sense. Yes. Ozark. Excellent. Oteri. I don't know Oteri. Orange. Yes. I know they made a bass. Did they make a guitar? I think they did make a guitar, didn't they? I've only ever did like one model. There you go. That'll be me. Yes, Anton. That was you. Well done. Orville, well done. There's more O's. There's so many more than I thought. How many guitar brands is there? There's billions. Gringo Green, that really just made your week, amigo. What did? What made your week? What, the Gringo Green? What was the last thing he says? The New Balance. No guitars. You've thrown me off, mate. I don't know what's going on. Lammy's in the house. How you doing, Lammy? Good to see you, mate. Thanks for coming in. Excuse me. Lammy, we are currently playing Guitalphabets, and we're on O, and we're about to move on to P. How it works, mate, is you've got to say a guitar brand for each letter of the alphabet. I say the first one, don't you start, right? If you say a really obvious one, you get very few points. If you say quite a niche one, loads of points. Who's keeping track of the points? Anton is keeping track of the points for everyone, and he's going to tell us all the final scores at the end. Thank you, Anton. Anyway, jokes, of course. Right, so we're on to P. Oh, I've got one, because it's one I tried recently. Pearson Instruments. That was that weird skeletal headless guitar that I had. There you go. Right, what's Lammy doing? Ovation. Yeah, there you go, see? That's low on the points. I'm only joking. There's no... PV, nice one. PV is probably the Fender of P. Does that make sense? Paoletti, yes, brilliant. Oh, Patina, yeah, the new guitars from the Jet brand, yeah. Parker, yes. Penza, well done, Lammy, well done, Lammy. That was a great first attempt, now that you know the rules, you know. Phase, nice. Vincent Brennan, Pearson Hyper B, that's what I was saying. Pearson Instruments, yes. PJD, Parker. Right, PRS, Anton. You are playing to lose, my friend. Playing to lose. He wants the low scores, I'm joking. I just said that PV was the P, the Fender of P, didn't I? But no, it's probably PRS. And I can't believe no one else said it. Although maybe some other people are playing the game more viciously. Right, oh no. We might be into a problem, people. We're on Q. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Guitar brands that start with Q. I'm just going to guess that there's been a budget guitar brand at some point called Quest. I might just have to Google that right now just to see if that is a thing. See if I can legitimize that. I've just made it up, but let's see if it is. Quest Guitars, someone's saying it. Quest Guitars. Excuse me. And if it is, I'll show you. There you go. That is a thing. Excuse me. That had to be, didn't it? How do I do this? There you go. A Quest ATAC M6. Oh, that's an Ibanez. That doesn't count. Ibanez Quest. There's a Quest Stage Series. Yeah, that's what I expected. Some sort of cheap Strata-like thing called a Quest. There you go, right? Quest is a thing. QUE, is that a thing? Quicksilver, Chuck's Guitar, what are you talking about? Really? Yes, golf rules, lowest score wins, correct. That's correct. That was the hardest yet, wasn't it, with the Q? Oh, Malachi has put a link into the chat for a GoFundMe. So there you go, check that out. Excuse me. Excuse me. Always good to get involved in a GoFundMe. Help you with your cat Tyson's cause. Okay. Thanks for putting that in, mate. Quinn, no idea. Right, okay, Q has been the hardest so far, but I'm glad to hear that. Wait a minute, Quintana, is that a thing? Qtron by EHX, I'm not sure. Quender, Quetch, and Quibson. Thank you, Red Goals, for your contribution. Yes. Quidditch, of course. That's the Harry Potter SIG, isn't it? Harry Potter Signature Series. Right, what comes after Q? R. Right, okay. What we're going to do for R? I've got about 4 in my head right now, but I'm going to go, I'll just go with the first one. Right, Reverend. There you go. There's my R, Reverend. Actually spoke to the Reverend guy in last week's video. Which, was that the guitar measurements video? I think it was. That was a fun video. Rapier, yes, there you go. Rickenbacker, yeah, Reverend. Rickenbacker, Ruokangas. I've never heard of Ruokangas, but that's my favourite name so far. Reverend, Rickenbacker, Ricky, lots of Rickies. Okay, the Rickies have got to be losing. Lowest scores. Reno Guitar Technology, Cheap Chinese-made Swedish Fender knockoff, a brand from the early noughties. That was your first guitar. There you go. RGT, Reno Guitar Technology. Nice one. Richwood Acoustic, thank you. Roland, yes, because they did do the Roland Strat, didn't they? Is that right? Like they made a Strat, was it not something to do with Fender actually? Where it had the Roland thing in it? Or was it a Fender guitar that had the Roland? I can't remember. Ritter, I know they make gig bags. Do they make guitars? Rain Song, never heard of Rain Song, Lammy. Rockman, never heard of that as a guitar either. Rockstar, I'll bet that is definitely a brand. Yeah. Anything with Reno, just avoided. You go to Las Vegas to get married, you go to Reno to get divorced. All right, there you go. Never heard that one. Ramirez, yeah. Flamenco guitars. Roland made a... Oh yeah, of course, they made the... Oh, no, I'm thinking of Casio as well, but maybe Roland did the same type of stuff. Recording King, nice one, yes. Rockwood, good. What other R's can I think of? I think there's a lot of R's. What am I missing here? There's always two that I get mixed up. There's Reverend and then another one that sounds like Reverend, but isn't Reverend. Can't remember. Richards, of course! Richards Custom Guitars. From Mr. Milehouse Studios, of course. Why didn't I think of that? Danny, so you're picking up a Donner electric guitar tomorrow for £40 off Facebook Marketplace. Can't go wrong at that price. Well, let's see. I hope not. Excellent, mate. Nice one. Rain Song was the original carbon fibre acoustic guitars that had shark inlays in the necks. There you go. Milehouse Studios, he comes in with Richards Custom Guitars, of course. How could that one got past me? Thank you, GRB Aquatics. That's exactly what I was thinking of, was Revelation. Yeah, Revelation and Reverend. Thank you, mate. Always used to get them mixed up. Richards Custom Guitars, of course. By the way, mate, the EVH build you're doing is absolutely beautiful. Loving that. Loving that series. Great stuffs. GRB, great pick. You have one and didn't think of that one. What was GRB's pick? Revelation, yeah, there you go. There's actually one of them on Marketplace just now as well. I always fancied the offset, the green one with the maple board that actually has the Veritone switch that someone was talking about, and it's got a pair of like P90 humbucker type things. They're like dual P90s, a pair of them. Look quite interesting. And I think they're Allen Entwistle pickups as well. Anyway, later on, R, we were on R. S. What we're going to do for S? Well, there's loads for S. Let's do Sire. I've not tried out a Sire yet. Still need to try out a Sire. What have you got for S? I think I've just thought of what the Fender is for S. It's the worst edited series you've done for a while. I never noticed that. Never noticed that at all. Just love the look of the guitar. Well, I got to see it in person as well. Like, did I just zoom in? I think I did. Yeah, at the show. And when, oh wait, I don't want to do, I better make sure I don't do a spoiler. I won't do a spoiler, but all I'll say is, you got a clip of someone playing it, and I was at the back of your booth, packing up my bag and stuff. Thank you, by the way, for letting me use that area. And I heard the whole thing, and it sounded absolutely killer. So, can't wait to see that part of the video, or the series. Excuse me. S's, loads of S's. Samick, yes. Seagull, another Samick. Shabat, Shergold, Sadowski, Sean, I didn't know Sean. Silvertone, Stag, yes. Shergold, Seymour Duncan, yes, it counts, okay. Is there a Seymour Duncan guitar? I wouldn't be surprised. Simon and Patrick, yes. Nice one. Shark, yeah, those are the crazy pickup ones, aren't they? Suzuki. I remember seeing Suzuki acoustics back in the day. Sir, of course. Saibanez, well done, BPC. Suzuki, yes. Seagull, yes. Schecter is the one that I thought was going to be like the Fender of S. Yes. Got more Shergolds in there. G. Smith, Gordon Smith, maybe. Shiitake. That is a mushroom, mate, yeah. Sterling by Music Man. Where were you, Anton? That's yours. You're doing all the Music Man ones. Steinberger, yes. What other S's do we have? Guitar brands that start with S. We've got loads of them already. I want to think of another one. Can I get any more? I'm not allowed to use the internet. Is there anything in here? Anything that helps? No, I can't think of any more. Solar. Is that a thing? Is that the old England thing? There you go. Solar. That'll do. Right. We're on T. Right. I'm going to go for. Excuse me. Tausch. Tausch. I actually seen them at the guitar show. Sorry, Guitar Summit actually, last year. And I just seen that Henning put a video out about them the other day. Tajima was the other thing the other one I was thinking of, BCG. I think our minds have been in sync with a few of these BCG. Shits, yeah, that's probably one. Segovia, yeah. Andrew Morgan, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Thanks for coming, mate. You made a live stream. There must have been a murder. There was not a murder, mate, but yeah, I'm on a later time than usual. So that must be how we've caught you. Thanks for coming in, mate. We're playing Guitar alphabets. We're getting near the end because we're on T. So how we play it is we're going through each letter of the alphabet and we're naming a guitar brand for each letter. I start by saying one, and then you've got to come in with as niche a brand as possible to win the most amount of points. So like when it gets to F, if you say Fender, almost 0 points. Almost 0 points. You get like half a point. So we're on T right now, and then what we've got Tajima, Takamine, Tyler, Tanglewood, also S by Solar. Yeah, S and Solar. Tokai, nice one. How did I forget Tokai? Sandoval, that's a nice one. Tanglewood, yeah. Taylor, Tom Anderson, Tanglewood, Tajima, Taisco, Steinberger, Tokai. We're getting loads of Tokais. Henry, we're on T. We're on T, Andrew. Is the T silent in that? It might be silent T. Tyler, yes. Why do I feel like we've had Tyler before? Because it's James Tyler. You're sneaky, Anton. You're a sneaky man. Seymour Duncan made combo amps a few decades ago. They sound epic. I believe you. But did they make guitars? Because if they didn't, then the Lammy's Seymour Duncan has to get out. T-style budget pedal chap, yes. Nice one. Takamine, or Takamine, or Takamine, however you say it. Troubadour, I don't know that one. Tokai the New. Exactly, Anton. That is the one. That is the one indeed. Right, we're getting near the end of this. Excuse me. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying guitar alphabets. You got nothing for you. Wait a minute, we're not on you yet. Right, okay, we're on you. Right. You. Oh, that is hard, isn't it? Okay. See if anybody else has got a U. I can't get one. I can't think of a U. Oh no. Oh no. I think we might just win if we get a single U. No Googling allowed. You're not allowed to Google. Univox. See, I almost said Univox, but is that a Chuck's Underwood? Have you made that up? Oh no, there's 2 Underwoods. It must be a thing. Alright, fair enough. Univox uke guitars. Really? Really? How many of these are? Is anybody fact checking these? I'm starting to think, I bet there's a bigger U that we're not thinking of. Undertaker should be a brand, yeah. Ukulele, meh. I don't think we're getting that one. Univox is good. Okay, right, if Univox is a guitar brand, then let's go for it. It is, isn't it? Can I Google that? You know what? I was thinking of Ultravox. Univox then, yes. That is a thing, isn't it? I'm just Googling it for my own sake. There you go. There's Univox guitars. Yeah, okay, we're done. We're done. Unboxed. Brilliant. This is the most fun with pants on or off. Like Steve. Thank you, sir, for tone. Much appreciated. Unpopular. Yeah, there we go. So what Univox? Right, done. Whoever was the first one to say Univox might just actually win the whole thing. And that was Gringo Green. You might be the winner, mate. You might be the winner. Right, Uh-oh, guitars. Right, we're going to move on to the next one, which is V. Is that how the alphabet works? I think it is. So I'm going to say the obvious one. Actually, no, I'm not going to say the obvious one. You can say the obvious one. I'm going to say Vigier. Vigier. Vigier, however you say it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're French. Sound French, don't they? I actually got to try one of them. There you go. Nice one, Andrew Morgan. Many, many moons ago. It was fretless. Very cool. Vox. We always forget about Vox for guitars, don't we? Does Flying V count? No, it does not count. Vintage. Richard Sheehan. You've got to leave. You got to go. I'm sorry. That's my least favourite brand on the planet. Brand name, sorry. Vigier. We're getting a lot of Vigier. I feel bad about Vigier now. Like it's a low scoring one. I actually, no one's actually said the one that I thought they were going to say is the main one. Has it came in yet? Still no. BCG once again has almost said it. Right, where are we at? Vintage, Vigier. Valiant, yes. Loads more Vigier. Vintage, yes. Valencia, great one. Got loads of them in the school. Valencia classical flamenco guitars. VGS, I don't know what that is. Vigier, yes. Vintage, loads of vintage. Viola. That's not what I thought you said. Variax was also the brand for the later ones. Okay, I'll allow it. I'll trust you because you are a guy that does that. Vantage, Vagabond, Vantage, Valiant, Vicente, Tate Thomas. I don't know that one. GRB, that's the one I was thinking of. I thought everybody was going to say Vola. I thought that might have been the most obvious V, but after people saying Vox, that makes so much more sense. VGS are cool, check them out. Okay. What does it stand for? Very good Strat. Vigorous. But I wouldn't be surprised if that's a brand name for a guitar at some point. Right, we're getting through this. It's actually the end of the stream, but we'll keep going. W, we're on W. Let's get going through these last lot quickly. W, I'm going to do West Tone. What have you got? What have you got? Come on, let's go. W. Now I know how long Guitar Alphabets takes. I need to start it an hour earlier. Watkins, excellent hawser. Nice one, mate. West Tone, yeah. Wildwood, Washburn, of course. Hanging on as still being a brand. Warwick, Westone, Warwick, Washburn, Warwick. Right, okay. Warwick has got to lose now. Actually, Warwick guitars. Have I seen many Warwick guitars? I know they do basses, but guitars, maybe. Getting a lot more Washburns in as well. Westones, loads of Westones, Warlock, Westbury. Okay, we're on to X. And I'm going to go the only one that I can think of, which is Xavier, which was one of the GFS guitar fetish brands. Any other X's? What X's do you have? That's the only one I can think of. Walden, great shout, Andrew Morgan. Make good acoustics. Watkins, yes. Wildwood, yes. Oh yeah, Wolf. I checked them out recently. Exotic or Zotic, yes. Nice one, mate. Xylem, I don't know. Zotic. Who went on to W? Oh no, we're still on to W, it's fine. Xavier, Zotic, yeah. Come on, X is always going to be hard, isn't it? Actually, funnily enough, I think we've still got more for X than we had for Q. X5. X5? They don't do guitars, do they? I don't think they do guitars. Extreme, I'll take your word for it, mate. I wouldn't be surprised if that's a guitar brand. Right, we're just going to move on quickly because it's a hard one. We're going into Y. Oh, and I can't think of any for Y. Oh no. No. I'm stuck on a Y. Has anybody got a Y? I'm at a loss. Oh my God. I've never felt so stupid. I've never felt so stupid. Like 10 of them. 10 Yamahas. Oh, I'm so stupid. Oh, that's the day I've had. You know what I mean? Couldn't even get Yamaha. Yngwie Malmsteen's signature Strat, yes. Jackson, Yami, Yamamama. Oh, Yamato. Okay. What does Search for Tone say that you're laughing at? Jackson, of course. Yeah, I can't believe I missed Yamaha. What an idiot. Right, we're on to Z if you're in the UK. Z if you're in the US. The only one I can think of is Zematis. Is that a thing? Zematis. Is there other ones? Right. Let's see what you got. There you go. Zematis. Yes, Andrew Morgan. Any more? Zon. I've never heard of Zon. Xenon. Yep. Zemitis. Zemitis guitars. Zemantis. Is this all the same one spelt differently? Zafiro, Zelinsky. Oh, Zelinsky rings a bell. Zach Wild guitars. Will we allow that? Is it not like something like Wild Instruments or something like that? But you know what? I'll allow it. Why not? Because Z is too hard. It's hard to do a Z. The expensive ones. Yeah. Zach Wild guitars is a great one. Okay, we'll go Zach Wild guitars then. Zelensky, yeah, I do think that's a thing. Nice one. Right. That was the first and possibly only edition of Guitalphabets. Did it work? Was it fun? It was fun for me. I had a lot of fun. Now, the only next thing to do is we need to ask Anton who won. Have you caught up with all the scores, mate? Have you been paying attention to every single brand that every single person said? Did you remember to tally up all their scores when they got a really niche one and then minus them when they said something obvious like Ibanez and things like that? So, what have you got? Who won, Anton? And the winner is all of you. We all win. And that is the best thing about Guitalphabets. Everyone's a winner. There you go. Listen, it's got. I know we went way over time, right? But that was fun. I enjoyed playing Guitalphabets, talking about the best era for guitar, having a bit of fun. So tomorrow's video, it's one of these unboxing ones that seem to do quite well. It's a budget guitar. I'll give you a clue. It's a brand that was mentioned in the chat today. Okay, so it's a brand that I've not had on the channel before, and it's not a sponsored video, I just bought it myself. A budget brand that's quite unique, especially considering people get sick of the same old Strat shapes and whatnot, especially now they're illegal. So yeah, we've got a different shape for you for tomorrow, a unique shape budget guitar that I think is really cool. And it's just an unboxing, discovering it as we go sort of thing, first impressions. Pretty cool, I thought. So, that's coming up tomorrow. Hopefully you can make it there. We'll see you there. Thanks for this. Keep an eye on the community posts because, actually, I've got a better idea. I'll do it on Patreon. Let's thank the Patreons quickly, right? Quickly thank the Patreons and then I'll go and tell you about my plan. Roll String Trees, Chris McKean, Jed Ellis, Danny Soul, Hoser Cottam, Steve Murphy, William Taylor, Ben Travers, The Ubi, Mark Mogum, David Wicks, Antoine Aramenko, and Searching for Tone, Hammer on Heroes Plus, Cyborg Day Guitars, Outstanding Bill, Jason Viator, Chris Orwell, and Grandpa Joe. I am going to lose my voice by the end of this, I can tell. Ooh. Thank you for supporting on Patreon. Our Hammer on Heroes channel members on YouTube, on both channels if you've got an X2, Richard Sheehan, Chuck's Guitar, Searching for Tone, Antoine Aramenko, Hoser, Willis Taylor, Milehouse Studios, David Wicks, Mini Guitar Society, Gear Safari, Trey Shreddens, Luke Fulton, Donald Easton and Paul Ritchie. Thank you so much for supporting on the YouTubes. And then our regular Patreon members are Frank Chambers, Kelso Brago Brandau, Steve Gunner, Al Lindsay, Simon Wenlock, Rex Amatic, Stevie Mack, Anthony Marabito, Budget Guitar Show, Gubby Hitchcock, Francis Chambers, Andy, N. Pete, Robert McCourt, Greg Stevenson, Brian James Freeman, Phil Sequeira, Nadine, Emoji Face, Will RM, Alan, Glenn Moffat, Amanda Coombs, Thaddeus Thompson, Christopher Watkins, Alan Pape, G Practice, Michael McFall, Paul Crane, David Beebe, Bill Cool, Budget Pedal Chap, and the Guitar. Easy for you to say. So, let's go over here for a wee minute. The Patreon, where is it? There it is, there's the Patreon. I did a post this week Look, tone cloths. Everything you need to know about tone cloths, right? And some other stuff. Check out the Patreon if you've not already. And what I'm going to do is, I think I might do a video over there. This will be fun. Try and drive some traffic over the Patreon. I'm going to ask what guitar model we should do for next week's. Let's design a guitar. Maybe. That doesn't seem fair. Nah, I've changed my mind. I can't do that. Check out the Patreon if you want. I'll put out a community post poll about what shape we're going to do. Alright, sound good? Sounds good to me. Okay, thanks for watching. Until next time, see you later. And thanks for playing Guitalphabets, the new game from Waddington's. Right, cheers again, y'all. See you later. Bye.